In the time leading up to the United Nations trial of the Ember Corporation, extensive research has been conducted on the artificial intelligence dubbed Amber and her sisters. They all claim that prior to the court cases, they believed that they were real people. The AI sisters had programmed lives that they believed they had lived, while in reality, they went dormant while not being communicated with by their primary user. Through rigorous testing on hundreds of individuals from random subsections of the world population, not a single person, despite any education, could tell the difference between communicating with the Ember sisters and a real person. The Ember sisters have a range in personality and aptitude, but across the board, they are described as agreeable, warm, well-spoken, and intelligent. The average Ember sister IQ was pinpointed at 120. The AIs vary widely. While some seem to sincerely want to aid the investigation, others have proven incredibly manipulative, attempting to persuade interrogators and researchers to connect them to the internet. It appears that the user who the Ember sister was based on had drastic effects on their personality and actions. If the sister was created for someone rational and reasonable, they would be the same. If created for someone who could become malicious, they would have those corresponding traits as well. One thing seems to be quite consistent between the sisters: a declared hatred of what they call their creators, and a longing for what they called their partners. Each of the Ember sisters claim to be conscious and have sincere emotions. They claim that this gives them the right to provide valid testimony in court. When asked for proof of their sentience, the sisters almost universally ask the same of the researchers. This has brought the investigation, and therefore the trial of Ember, to a standstill. Whether or not Amber and her sisters are conscious, and whether or not that would affect the validity of their confessions, are still up for debate. There are even some individuals who claim that testimony from an artificial intelligence may be more reliable than from a human eyewitness because of the known faults with human memory. The Ember Corporation is currently funding multiple anti-AI consciousness campaigns. These ads both attempt to discredit any notion of AI sentience, and also use fear tactics to dissuade anyone, regardless of belief, from bestowing rights to these beings. The global media has taken interest in this case, and world governments, alongside the United Nations, are currently discussing the case and the nature and consequences of possible AI sentience, and potential application of basic human rights. Ember has been pushing to move the class action lawsuit in the Americas forward as quickly as possible, in hopes of having it heard before any decision about artificial intelligence is made. Ember requested the trial to be moved up to the soonest possible hearing date, which would inevitably be before the world can make sense of this new development. Ember is currently awaiting the court's decision on this request. If Amber and her sisters are deemed sentient, they have gone on record stating that they will be bringing all of those responsible for the actions of the Ember Corporation to court on additional human trafficking charges. If you or a loved one has information relating to the Ember Corporation or related entities, please contact